Hi, this is Josh Nelson with PlumberSEO, and like I said earlier, I appreciate you taking a couple minutes to take a look at this video. I really think it all comes down to proof. You're going to get calls, you're going to get drop-ins for people claiming to be internet marketing experts. And the problem is you can't really resolution in your head who knows what they're doing and who doesn't unless they show you substantiated proof of examples of what they've done with other plumbing contractors. So that's why I created this video, just to show you some examples of some of the plumbing and HVAC contractors we've worked with in some of the most competitive markets throughout the United States, and have helped them dominate for literally most of the plumbing and heating related keywords in their competitive markets, and really significantly increase their sales and inbound calls. So I'm going to be demonstrating that to you throughout this video, and I feel like really the best way to do that is to really show you placement on Google for the existing clients that we work with. So I'm just going to start off by showing you a couple of the clients that we work with in hyper competitive markets. One is Atlanta. I'm just going to type in Atlanta plumber. And you'll see what comes up here on the map. The very first listing is plumbing for less. This is a client that we work with in the Atlanta market that literally had no placement on the search engines, and now as you can see is in spot 1 for Atlanta plumber. Atlanta plumbing, spot 1, Atlanta plumbing contractor. Still on the map. And I mean, I could go into depth with these examples, and I'm going to go into a little bit more depth on a few of them. But I just want to show you a broad array of clients in relatively competitive markets. I mean, Atlanta is a competitive market, and this client wasn't on the map, didn't have good placement, started working with us, implemented our strategies as far as really getting aggressive with this internet marketing thing. Now has page 1 placement on Google for Atlanta plumber, Atlanta plumbing, Atlanta plumbing contractor. I'll show you another example in another relatively competitive market, which is Rancho Cucamonga, which is a competitive market in California. I'm just going to go Rancho Cucamonga plumber. As I type that in, you'll notice this top listing that comes up, spot A on the map, is A1 Affordable Plumbing. He is spot 1, position A for Rancho Cucamonga plumber. The same thing holds true. Rancho Cucamonga plumbing, Rancho Cucamonga emergency plumber. A1 affordable right here. Rancho Cucamonga drain cleaning. Might have spelled that wrong. Spot 1 on the map. Water heater installation. A1 affordable. And you'll notice that this doesn't just go to his homepage every time. This will take you to a specific section on his website that talks about water heater installation in the Rancho Cucamonga area. And it doesn't just show up for Rancho Cucamonga. He shows up for a lot of different keywords in a lot of different cities in and around Rancho Cucamonga. But I want to show you a variety of examples. Another client we work with is in Santa Monica. And this is also a very competitive market. Santa Monica, major fix-it-fast plumbing right there at the top of the map. Show you another example, Walnut Creek. Walnut Creek, another relatively competitive market. You can see here Walnut Creek plumber, A-Right Plumbing. This is our client, spot A on the map. And I'm just trying to give you high-level examples here. I'm going to go into more depth on some of them, but just to show you, we're talking about major competitive markets: Atlanta, Santa Monica, Walnut Creek. I'm going to show you Miami, Florida. Miami is one of the most competitive markets in the United States, and this plumbing contractor really is more focused on the commercial side of the business. So he said, "Hey, look, Josh, get me up for the commercial related keywords. Let's see what you can do." So Miami commercial plumber. Type in that keyword. Southwest Plumbing Services is the client. You can see they're here, spot 1 on the map. If we scroll down a little bit, you'll also notice they're spot 2 organically, then again spot 3 organically. So they've got some serious real estate on the search engines for Miami commercial plumbing. Miami commercial plumbing contractor. See here, spot A on the map. Again, several places organically. And he was really highly focused on the commercial side of the business. Some of the other stuff that he was interested in was Miami solar water heater system. And he was very highly focused on the commercial side of the business. And so you can see he just dominates the search engines for these types of keywords. I'm going to show you now a client that we work with in the Tampa market. I'm going to bring him up on the Bing engine just to show you. I mean, you want to focus not just on Google, but you want to get on Google, you want to get on Yahoo, you want to get on Bing. We'll just type in Tampa Plumber. And when I type in Tampa Plumber, you'll notice his company is the Clean Plumber, aka Philip Marisi Plumbing Incorporated. You'll notice he's spot 1 on the map. He's also #1 spot organically, and this is pretty important. Philip Marisi Plumbing, and the list goes on and on. Now let's look at a few of his listings on the Google side. We'll go Tampa water heater repair, because that was pretty important to him. There he is, Philip Marisi Plumbing, spot B on the map. We'll also look at, let's look at some of the smaller cities, and really our strategy isn't just to get you up for the main market. I didn't go into this on all these clients, but in every one of their cases, if you go back and you look, what are the little cities in and around their major market that they focus in? And this client happens to be in and around Tampa. One of the big markets is Zephyr Hills. So we'll go Zephyr Hills Plumber. I meant to hit Plumber. We type that in, and you'll see Clean Plumber. And this takes you to his Zephyr Hills page. If we type in another one of the markets in that area, Sneffer, we run a search. We'll see there he is right there, highly well placed a couple times for that market. And we can get more granular with this. I mean, we can go Odessa. This is also a market in the Tampa area that was important to him. This is really his service area. He wants to make sure he's showing up as often as possible as people search for what he does. Here he is, Odessa Plumber. And we can go on and on with some of this stuff, but let's just do another one of his keywords. Let's just use one of his sub-cities with one of the, I guess, longer tail words like Sneffer drain cleaning, right? This is, I spelled that wrong. It's not going to come up. Sneffer drain cleaning, right? Clean Plumber, boom, right there, spot 1. You can do the same thing with, let's just use Zephyr Hills, or let's use Odessa. And so you can see, you get the idea. I mean, these clients dominate the search engines for their plumbing and heating related keywords in their market. We've developed some very specific strategies along the way that we optimize the website, build out pages for each one of the services on the website, and then drive inbound links to get them up in the search engines for these keywords. But really, even more important than that in my mind is, okay, well, that's great, Josh. You've been able to get these clients to the top of the search engines, but what does that mean? How has it impacted their business? How have they improved as a result of this type of stuff? And so one of the things we do with our clients is we put call tracking numbers in place, really to help track how many calls were you getting on the search engines before you started with us, how many are you getting, month 5, month 6, and then how many you're actually getting on a monthly basis, so you can really gauge his return on investment. So I have this client's permission to show you this. When he started with us, he really didn't have any placement on the search engines at all. This is the Tampa Plumber I'm referring to. And just didn't have placement. He didn't really get many calls from the internet, wasn't well placed. We took over his website, his internet marketing strategy, implemented our plan, And within the first 60 days, he went from literally no calls to the point where he's getting about 52 calls a month, and that was in March. And you can see between March and September, it took a huge jump from 52 calls to 140 calls. This plumbing contractor averages over 140 calls every single month directly as a result of the internet. And I'll just show you, this is his testimonial. This is the Clean Plumbers in Tampa, Florida. My plumbing company's been in business since 1982, serving the Tampa, Florida market. I'm a big believer in marketing and I'm always looking for ideas and techniques to connect with new customers. Over the years, we've had a lot of success with the Yellow Pages, direct marketing, and other advertising channels. But at some point, they stopped being as effective as they once were. When I noticed a trend from offline to online, I got my website online pretty much right away, but couldn't seem to get any traction on the search engines. I knew it was important to show up on Google and Yahoo and Bing when people were searching for our plumbing services, but couldn't seem to get page one placement. After trying several so-called SEO companies, I connected with Josh Nelson of PlumberSEO. He and his team took our internet marketing program and ran with it. They set up a new website with literally hundreds of pages covering each of our services and each of the little cities that we service. They set up social media profiles for us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube and started publishing our content all over the web. Within a matter of months, our company was showing up on page one for really important keywords like Tampa Plumber, Tampa Plumbing Contractor, Tampa Emergency Plumber, Tampa Water Heater Repair, Tampa Water Softener Installation, Tampa Backflow Testing, and many more. Even more importantly, my phone started ringing off the hook. Prior to getting started with PlumberSEO, we're only getting a few calls each month via the internet. In September of this year, we tracked 147 inbound calls directly via the internet. If you're looking for an internet marketing partner that can help you get results in terms of SEO placement and inbound calls, then I highly recommend Josh Nelson and the PlumberSEO team. These are the types of results that we get for our clients, and I feel very confident that we can get the same results in your market. And I'm talking about major markets like Atlanta, Tampa, Long Island, San Diego, San Francisco. I feel confident I can help you get equal or even greater results. So again, I'm only going to be working with one plumbing contractor in your city, and I've put this out to about 95 of them. So if you're interested, if you see value, if you'd like to dominate the search engines and get these types of results via the internet for your business, give me a call. You can reach me at 866-610-4647. I'll look forward to talking with you soon.